Yay! I can't believe it's already semifinal. Time went by so fast. Welcome back to OMMT4. My name is Unical. Joining with me is Epic Man 2. Oh,
hi.
Hello, Epic Man 2.
Hello, Unical.
Now, well, what do you say we get right on with it?
Yeah, we have seen quite a bunch of fierce matchups in the quarterfinals earlier. So, and now with the stakes like getting higher, we are going to be seeing some more dangerous matchups going on as we see even more teams getting eliminated soon. As we are now into the second half of the tournament, we are now approaching the peak, the lane of this tournament. As we start off here with our Rice 1 custom, it's going to be Udashino Ribbon mapped by Might Mysterium. So this is a custom jump stream map. So this is going to be 250 BPM jump stream, I think.
Yeah, this is. So, I think at this point it's getting really speedy for the jump stream section. So for the people who are approaching the skill cap, they're gonna have to watch out a bit in the Rice department, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is going to be like a bit of a consistency test. So the map just falling slowly, just falling short, right under like 3.5, 330 in terms of length. This is definitely like a bit of a long map. So especially for a jump stream map at about 250 BPM. So this is definitely like one of the few consistency tests that you're gonna have to like sort of face within this pool depending on who chooses it. So yeah, as you can see here, the map here, it doesn't really let up in terms of stamina. So much like sheet reel from the previous round, you're definitely gonna need like a lot of like sort of force powers to be able to like just crash your way through this map. So yeah.
And yeah, it seems like across the map right now, halfway through the whole gameplay, it doesn't seem like there's a bit of a difficult spike here and there. It's just the same thing across. So consistency is very important here. And if you're comfortable with the BPM and the star rating, this map would be like a walk in the park for you.
Yeah, you could say that. So yeah, as you can see here, the map doesn't really like let up. Like I said earlier, it doesn't really let up in terms of like stamina. So like the minute you like just start, there isn't really like any going back from here. You have to like just keep going, even no matter what. Because like this map is really constant, as you can see here. Like I believe this is like one of the only breaks in the map. So. Yeah,
there was the other break just now, but the map was still going. It's not like a real break. But yeah, the one just now is an actual break, and it was like 75% in already. So yeah, this map is really long.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't like there's anything more to. Yeah, the whole map is just like this. What can you say? It's Rice 1.
Yeah. So basically, just the usual rodeo. Just your simple like start to a map pool where you just start off with jump streams. So, yep, this is going to be our Rice 1 custom by Mysterion. And with that out of the way, we can move on to Rice 2, which is going to be our speed pick. So this is going to be Gypsophilia, mapped by Oceanus, I believe. So this is going to be the speed pick, looking at about like 160 BPM stream. So I believe that this is going to be around maybe 320 BPM in terms of speed. So definitely like a bit of a step up from the previous pool with Arcadia. So I feel like this is so unlike Arcadia, which was like a bit like varied in terms of like the density of the dumps and streams, etc. This is basically like a bit more constant. So basically like just much like Rice 1 as you would have seen here, Yoshino Ribbon. It's definitely like a bit of a consistency based sort of map, as you can see here. So yeah, you basically just need to like keep up with the rhythm and so on. So much like revisiting the similar concepts of Rice 2 that was basically like explored in Rana 32 with image material, and also Rana 16 with Drono Capsule, whatever it's called. This is definitely like a bit of a revisit to it. Albeit now it's like definitely a lot faster than before. So yeah, going just above the 300 BPM marker, this is definitely to throw some people off if they maybe aren't as experienced with speed. So yeah.
Yeah, after all the commentary, you can note that the map actually already ended. So this map is pretty short. So a misses here is very, very detrimental. So make sure not to miss if you pick this map ever.
Yeah.
Now with that out of the way, let's move on to Rice 3. And that would be Tech. Yep.
So
and compared to the last Rice 2, this one's just as short. It's about 2 minutes. For a tag map, it's definitely on the short side, but I think that there's some part here that made up for the length. It has some difficult spike, which is this is one of them. A lot of mini jacks and grace notes, and some elements throw you off. It's a pretty tricky map, and you should definitely watch out for this one as well.
Absolutely. So Legal Legacy here, being the tech map for semifinals, plugging it at just a small integer right above the 5-star marker. It's definitely like quite a bit tough for a tech map, as you can see here, considering that it does have a decent variety of parents here, so the Graces and the Jacks you would have seen, and obviously the bursts as well. While this map is about like 185 BPM, I know because I mapped it before, it definitely has like a lot to offer. So definitely like during parts such as these, your accuracy definitely is like a bit of an important part here. So you need to like maybe pay close attention to how the parents go and how they flow. So if you want to like be able to like act this part, because it can definitely throw a bunch of people off if they aren't as careful. So yeah.
And absolutely. And we're now approaching the end of the map already. This is, I believe, the last KI. This goes on until the end. And once again, a lot of mini jacks. And oh, there was some court over there. We have and it's just mini jacks and grace all the way until the end. So yeah, that is the Rice 3 tech map, Illegal Legacy. And now let's move on to our next one.
Rice 4.
Which is what it is. That is Rice 4.
Yep, so this is going to be Towards the Horizon, mapped by Ryon. So
Ryon,
yeah.
Ryon.
So yeah, this is going to be our core jack pick for the semifinals map pool. So as you can see here, clocking in at about like 150 BPM. This definitely gets like a lot faster. This is definitely like a bit faster in comparison to Close Eyes on Double Time, as you would have seen in the previous pool, which was the match pick. So yeah, here you will be able to see like you can see there's a bunch of like bursts here, like some like jump trolls here and there that are like in 1/6 and so on. So definitely like something that you should probably like get used to a bit, as this is basically like a bit similar to Close Eyes, as you can see, like with the bursts and so on. Looking at about 150 BPM this time, so a bit similar. However, it is going to get quite difficult from here. Oh yeah, and obviously it's like a lot longer.
This is the only that was the only break I think you can never get this map, and just continue to build up to the last ki. The pattern still remains the same as the last one. Sometimes with some triplets, some doubles, sometimes give you a single to throw you off. If I remember correctly, there's still some jump throughs here and there. If my Discord don't lag.
Yeah. Also, Jeff, yes, this wasn't Roby's like years ago. So yeah, as you can see here, there is a bit of a more dubstep-ish like rock here that's going to close out this map. So yeah, definitely a bit of a challenge because it is basically like really constant, as we would have seen from most maps here. So, all right, you guys ready to see what we have
Right.
for this next pick? It's going to be our map pick.
I cannot believe this mod is used.
The random mod is actually used on this map. Not only that, but it's freaking crystallized by evening. It's the One Love map.
It's evening's crystallized. Yes.
Yeah. So definitely like a really recognizable map. I don't know how it got into this map pool, but this is going to be our mixed rice map. Except we're playing this on random. So it's gonna be a bit different than before. Some people might suffer less from this, considering that if they mind blocked it, like basically the original version of the map. So yeah.
Yeah, for the people who got mind blocked, this one might be like a good news for you, for the minority who got mind blocked on this map. And yes, this is indeed evening's map, but it's not the full version. As you can see, it's the cut version. It goes on until the first half, I think. And now we are in the jump stream section. There was a thrill part, and this one was a pretty light jump stream part.
Yeah. So as you can see here, quite like some relatively simple jump streams that you can see here, with a bunch of bursts thrown in here and there. Some mini jacks here and so on. Some split drills in jacks and so on. So like some very loosely core jack oriented part with some like fast bursts here and there. Some shields, some like really fast trills, as you can see here. So this is definitely like maybe a pick that you would probably want to utilize to maybe throw some people off, considering that this is a bit like irregular if you compare it to like some of the other maps from before. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not an everyday occurrence that you see someone put a quad inside a jump through.
Yeah. And with that, we can move on to Rice 6, which is going to be 7 style, mapped by Felix Spade on base rate. So previously, like in the quarterfinals pool, we introduced the Rice 6 with Hyper Weeaboo vodka shots, which is basically like about 260 BPM jump stream. So this map is going to be following like a bit of a similar suit, as you will. However, this time it's going to be like around 270 BPM. So some people probably aware of like Ada Spring and some of their like relatively fast like metal music and so on. So this is definitely like probably something that some people might like sort of favor, as you can see, as it does have like quite a bunch of turns here and there. Some chord jacks, some bursts here and there. So yeah, quite a decent like variety, as you can see here.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the maps that people would like to play on a daily basis. Just now we had there was some jacks and jump stream. Now we're having some trills. Here we have a little bit of jacks as well. It's just a little bit of everything. But most of all, I think at the end of the day, this map is probably mostly jump base, as far as I can see.
Yeah. So this map having like quite a bunch of different patterns here and there. So it definitely has a lot to offer here from just these patterns alone, as you can see. Maybe a bit like more versatile than hyper weaver vodka shots we've seen in the previous round, because that was mainly like jump stream based. Whereas this one is a bit more of a jack of all trades, as you can see here, as it has like not only just like jump stream but also like a bunch of bursts here and there. So definitely like quite a bit more technical in comparison. So yeah.
And what this just goes on forever. There's some triples here. I think it's the density starts to pick up at the end. I saw a quad just now, 10 seconds ago, and it's just triples and singles until the end. So it might be very easy to choke if you like happen to mind block or if you're nervous. But yeah, that's Rise 6. Now we're done with Rise. Let's move on to Hybrid. Let's go.
Hybrid, yeah. So Hybrid 1 here. I believe this is the Rise Bias Hybrid, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Yep. So this is going to be our Hybrid 1 pick. So the Peerless under Heaven mapped by Stupid Man. So as you can see here, those start off with like quite a few like LN bursts here and there. So basically to start with like some coordination before it transitions here into like a bit of a more tech dump like oriented section. So like a bit of chord jack to follow, some jacks here there that are thrown in between these LN oriented parenting here as well. So it's definitely like a bit something that you can maybe like use in the pool if you want to like maybe stick to something similar to the tech maps in the Rice Pool that you would have seen earlier. However, maybe like throw in some LN as well. Some coordination here, as you can see here as well. So just maybe as like an extra attempt to throw any potential opponent that you have that could be in your way. Or whoever you're facing, really. So yeah.
Yeah, usually hybrid picks are dependent on who you're facing. If it's Rise main, you pick LN2, you pick Hybrid 2 or something. It also depends on your skill set. It's a pretty fun field to medal on, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see here, this map still has like quite a bunch of diverse patterns and so on. As you can see here with this more rice-oriented part after like a long like streak of having a like sort of after having like sort of play a balance of like both rice and LN oriented parents. So before he revisits like the LN concept as well. So and that's gonna conclude our Hybrid 1 pick. So the Peerless Under Heaven by Stumpin' Man. So with that we can move on to Hybrid 2, which is gonna be Deception mapped by Yui on 1.1, right? I think this is the 50-50 hybrid pick. So half rice and half LN.
No, this is actually the LN one, the LN base. So yeah, that's the LN you're looking at. I quite like this. I quite like this map, if you ask me.
I mean, this map must have been like in some place before. I mean, I don't think I really recognize it, but I do have a feeling that like I have seen this before. But I mean, the background is like recognizable. It's something you see on Pixel or whatever. Like, so yeah. You can see here some like LN based parenting in swing rhythm as well. So definitely has like quite a few bursts here and there that are probably gonna throw some people off. Some LN graces as well. So definitely like quite a bit different from the hybrid map from earlier. So yeah.
And well, we have a little bit of rice sprinkled around. And I believe after a bit, going back to LN, it makes sense as a break session to put some rice to remedy the density of the LN we see at the beginning of the map. And more rice sprinkled here, and introducing the LN back to the gameplay. We are here with the last Ki. I believe this goes to the end.
Yeah, so this is going to be like, so yeah, with this part here, this is definitely like this definitely has like quite a bit of coordination here, albeit this is in swing rhythm, so a bit like less conventional as some people would have been expecting. So yeah, as you'd expect from a LN bias hybrid, so it does have like quite a bunch of technical patterns, so like pretty similar to the likes of Hybrid 1 as you would have seen earlier. However, it is like a bit less conventional, as you can see here, considering that the song in question is quite a bit different. So yeah. And with that out of the way,
So
we can
that
move
was
on to
that
Hybrid
was
2.
hybrid.
We have Hybrid 3, which is going to be this map. I don't know how it's here, but here we are.
Okay, wow. So this map,
This map
well,
is a bit of a silly one.
before we say anything, this is the cut version. Again, this is the cut version. It's not the full one. If it's a full one, I won't know what to say.
Yeah. It's a bit of a silly map as you would have seen, so it has basically if you thought that the likes of Hybrid 1 and Deception as you would have seen earlier were like unorthodox enough, then you're in for a bit of a ride on this one. So this one introducing like really short LNs as well that are like just less than 1/4 in length. So yeah, as you probably would have like recognized from the original map, which is like ranked in fact, and has been for a while. I think since like last year or so. It definitely has like quite a bunch of different patterns. So just imagine maybe like Crystallize the mad pick for this round, except like, well, maybe fuse it with like Deception, and you get this. Except, well, the LN here is like definitely a lot more technical. So yeah, some people might struggle on this on Scorpions 2. Some may
Yeah, and the LN roll just now was pretty nasty. It's like it's not a clean roll for some of them, so your ratio is gonna suffer if you're not careful.
Yep, for sure. So it does have like quite a bunch of really technical patterns. So definitely like maybe the most unorthodox out of all the other hybrid picks so far. Especially considering that this is like the last one. So basically a bit of a 50-50 one. This is a bit of a wild card as you can see here. So it has a lot. It is definitely really tricky to act considering these LN patterns here. They are not straightforward in any form. So yeah, as you'd expect from, well, a tech map of a Camellia song. And with that, we move on to our LN picks.
Yeah, my favorite department. is the LN picks. We are starting off with a custom map, actually, a coordination LN by Softer. We have the ferry stage.
Yep.
Now it's a Softer LN map. What do we know about this?
So we have seen Softer map some LN maps in the tournament before, especially with like the LN2 pick of the qualifiers. However, this one is going to be coordination, so maybe a bit different. As it has like quite a bunch of different LNs here and there. You can see some density here and there, and as you can see here, it's still like a bit of a soft part. So quite a bit early into the map. However, later on, it's going to get like a lot more rough. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, in the beginning, the releases are actually very clean here. So for those who are an expert at coordination, the first part would be pretty easy for you. But yeah, now this is where it gets. Let me just look at it. Just.
Oh boy. So yeah, if you thought that Softer's qualifier map from LN map from the qualifiers wasn't enough, so that was waiting for you, yeah, then this map is probably gonna grind your gears, as you can see here. So it follows like some similar concept in terms of LN. However, this time it is definitely like just all over the place. So like a bit faster than before, clocking at about 128 BPM. So, and it does have like quite a bunch of sort of wacky LN patterns that you have to like sort of like follow, considering that the rhythm is like in quite a bunch of different places, you can see here. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the first Ki. This is considered a break part. Well, I hope you understand after you've seen what the Ki is. So this is like as soft as it is. Oh yeah, it's over. We are back to the next Ki, and it is as what can I say, dense as before. A lot of those small inverse here and there. Some LN shields as well. Except the notes part, the LN themselves.
Yep, so a bit of a sort of timing hell-oriented map, as you would have seen in some various solver tournaments before, which had like similar recognizable maps of this sort of attire. This is definitely going to be like quite a tough like coordination map for those still remaining in the tournament, still like just approaching the late game. So yeah, with this one just breaching out from the more simpler side of coordination from before in the tournament. So last round it had a Hakanaki something, whereas now we're going straight into a bit of a more timing hell sort of oriented like perspective on LN maps here, with this one especially. So
yeah, I think this is where you drop 200s. If you are nervous, if you're holding combos until this point.
Your nerves, like, definitely playing a big part of this. So, yeah, definitely something to watch out for. And with that, we can move on to LN2. So that's going to be Heaven's Fall, mapped by Polarin. Can't believe this is in the Mappool.
And yeah, and we're starting off with Rise. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, for those who are still speculating and are confused, yes, I think this is a re-upload from the Quaver map. So if you play Quaver and you play a map that's this song, oh yeah, that's the LN. Yeah, this is the exact same map according to the whoever uploaded this.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a bit of a more like LN density oriented map. So as you can see here, there was quite a bit of a long like introduction with just like simple rice patterns. However, now we can definitely see like what this map in question has to offer, which is gonna be like quite a bunch of jump stream and hand stream here and there, with a lot of like sort of like dense element patterns here and there that you need to like sort of be careful on. You need to like really like read the patterns here if you want to be able to like sort of get through them without much of a problem, because element density in general is like quite a difficult like sort of thing for people to be able to like play, especially on 4v2, which most tournaments have to play on. So yeah, definitely something to look out for here. Yeah, as the clock's in at about 200 BPM, so just hardly faster than the previous map from the previous Ellen pick from the previous round. However, it's definitely like quite a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's a really huge step up, in my opinion. We are at the final Ki section. This goes to the end, and yeah, this is almost an inverse at this point.
Yeah.
And that part right there, that part was hell. That part's hell. So that will be all for what the Sigma. That will be all for LN2. So let's move on to the wildcard LN. That will be Wister. Is an edit diff by Make Leak.
Make Leak, my beloved. I can't believe bro is in the pool, but yeah. This is gonna be our wildcard LN, so if you aren't as familiar with Make Leak style, they basically make like a lot of like really sort of unorthodox maps, as you can see here. Not just in LN, but like overall. So like just like you taking a map out of their sort of style and mixing it in with like a song composed by Fairy Quishas. As you probably would like know by now, you'd probably get something as unorthodox as this map. So with a lot of janky releases here and there, a lot of like bursts and dumps here and there, probably to emphasize a lot of what's going on here. There is definitely like so much going on, so it's definitely a bit hard to pay attention, like just from a site read such as this. So you definitely like maybe need to practice this a lot, because this can be really difficult.
And this LN bus, no.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
No. Okay, luckily it's over. But there's still a bit of remnants of the bus you can see anywhere as it picks up the pace.
Yeah.
You. And the Grace LNs as well. Look at that. It just doesn't stop. This is Mike Leak's mapping for you.
Yeah. So definitely something to pay attention to. And with that concludes our LN picks. So we can now move on to everyone's favorite part of the pool, I think. So that's gonna be SV.
I love
what is this map doing here?
I love SV.
What's this map doing here? I've seen it in various tourneys before. I can't believe it's here.
And yes, my favorite slow jam rolling.
So this is going to be the reading-based SV map. So you can see, as you can see here, it does have like quite a bunch of like it does have like some patterns that you need to like sort of memorize here, especially for like a song as technical as this from the likes of Melia. So yeah, with a bunch of slow jam and streams thrown here and there. You definitely
there was an invisible note.
Yep. Funky.
Very hype. Very funky.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna appear ever again, unless if it does, maybe appear another time before second Ki. And there was there was 100 by lot.
Yeah. Not sure how this is in, considering that like it is an SV map and it's been in various tournaments before, but it's in the map pool.
It's in the map pool and it's here to stay.
I can't believe we've come this far.
But I think there's not much to say about the SV from the first KI to this point. The way the trick it uses to fool you is basically the same here and there, and here it is, another rolling slow jam. Except this one's there was some splits.
Yeah. So as you can see here, this is a bit of an outro, so it does have like some slow jams here that sort of just end the map off here. So that was our SV1 pick, Fly With Me, map by Orca. Now we can move on to SV2, the memory-based map. Yukitsuki Osho!
Oh my god. Right, so you have to play this. You really have to. This is either 100% ban rate. Yeah, this is the map that's most probably going to be 100% ban rate.
No, there's...
And you can already see why in the first part. That is not a double, okay?
Yeah.
You're going to see this a lot later when the song picks up.
Only if you could be certain. I don't think I've really seen this map before, so I don't really like recognize or know like what is gonna be in it. But as you can see here, there was a bit of a funky like sort of. Okay, so there is definitely like a bunch going on here already with the slow jams and the fast jams here. As it just like,
so,
as it just
and yeah. This is the part.
Boy. Wow. Boy.
Yeah.
As
so
you can see, the replayer lot, just freaking quadding this whole section. Maybe
he has to turn on his internal metronome to time the hit. That's how dumb this is. And yes, that is 3 singles, okay, not a chord. Those are 3 singles, and it's not. You have to remember the in order. It's not a roll. It's not a roll. Some of it is a jump actually, and that was a chord.
Yeah. Not really much to say about this map, although it is the memory-based map, so it's just gonna get a lot more difficult from here on. Let's see here. With a lot of weird, like, SV effects and teleports, as you would have seen. Some people might favor this, some people probably not as much. This is definitely gonna be, like, maybe some people's ticket to just...
Okay.
to just like taking a point off their opponents. Nice free 20 count. However, it's time.
It's time.
Y'all will probably go insane over what the next song is, but have the tiebreaker. Steganography mapped by Oceanus and Marion.
6-star, by the way, 6-star.
6-star. I can't believe this song is in this map pool.
If you got to tiebreaker, this is the map you're gonna play. You either love it or hate it. I think this is the kind of the map it is.
Yeah. So this map, it definitely has like a lot to offer here right off the bat. Although it's not the same version used as it was in MWC 2022 for Grand Finals, but there is definitely a lot you can see here already from just the streams and bursts alone. Some Ellen thrown here and there. You just need to be like wary and conscious about like what's going on here. Otherwise, you could just like mess up without even knowing.
And yeah, you can mess up like even over here. I think it's a thrill that gets you, and some of like the bursts and the rice that comes with the element that sprinkles here and there. And yeah, this part is gonna like suck off all of your energy, like before you get to the later half of the map.
Oh my god. Why did I say that? I'm so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, oh.
But anyway, back to the map. We have a bit of a pure jump stream. We change the pace.
Yeah, so this is gonna be the 210 BPM section. So it's basically just like hand stream with some bursts here, and then now LN out of blue. So yeah, it looks a bit scary for some people maybe, but alas, this is, I mean, it's the tiebreaker. What do you expect, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna see. You're gonna have. You can't choose one. You have to take both. And that was the first part.
So yeah. Alright. With that only being the first half of this map, there is definitely like going to be a lot more going on like shortly, like soon.
Yeah, we have 2,000 more combo remaining.
Yeah. So only like 1/4 left of the map. There is still like a lot that's going to be happening here. See? So yeah. You like stay in touch with your keyboard. Maybe wash your hands before that, because this map is definitely a bit messy. Just like having a singular match, going into this tiebreaker, just a full step above like all the other tiebreakers we've seen thus far. You definitely need like a lot to compare. You are going to be going into this. You do end up like taking a match in the semifinals with a tiebreaker with whoever you need, basically. So yeah.
And here's a bit of Jack if you would like. Well, you can't choose. You have to play it. And it's at the end as well. It's kind of cheating for those who really hates Jack. And we are back with a little bit of speedy jump stream part, and that marks the end of tiebreaker.
Wow.
Wow, what a map pool! This is gonna be interesting, especially in the Elwin and SV parts. What do you think?
I don't know anymore. Yeah. This is the semifinals type. This is gonna be the semifinals map poll for this tournament. So I hope y'all are ready, Because I'm not.
Well, I'm not. That's why I'm not in this tournament as a player.
Well, I am.
So,
That's the problem.
well, good luck to you. Have fun practicing, and
Yeah.
good luck for the other players who are also playing this weekend. Right. I will see you all next week.
Yep. See ya, gamers. See y'all for when the next weekend comes. We'll be seeing some dangerous matches here. So yeah. Hope you'll drink some water, maybe fix your sleep schedule, and do you have anything else to say, Unical, before we end it off here?
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma?
So yeah.
Right, goodbye. We're off.
So this has been Epic Man 2, and we'll catch y'all later.
Bye bye.